Hey guys, uh, I'm kind of excited. I wouldn't even say super excited. I'm just trying to hold my cool, you know. Um, First, I want to welcome you to Jamaican in Houston Wildlife Plus TV. Okay, why I said Wildlife Plus is because where I'm from the country, right? I grew up in the woods, actually. You know, our little home that we grew up in, it was almost all by itself on the hilltop, in Jamaica, in the parish of St. Elizabeth. And all we used to is wildlife. We used to wildlife from birth, right? So I decided to, start my little channel, and I say, I just want to get involved to share a little bit of my lifestyle with you guys. Okay, you're not gonna hear me say hi peeps, hey guys, like on a regular basis because it's kind of distasteful to me for to be doing your video and you've been in saying hey guys, hey peeps, hey guys, hey peeps. It's I think it's been over. It's a overreacted thing. you know, People overdo it, right? And it's kind of distasteful to me. If I'm gonna get my story out there are times when I'm gonna say, like, guys, whatever. But I'm not gonna be say, hey peeps, hey guys, hey peeps, hey guys. That's like that going on like that. So I'm just gonna give you my story. So actually, where I'm at right now, I'm in my little crib, which is I'm living in Houston. That's why I named this. I'm from Jamaica. I'm living in Houston, and my name is George Wilson. That's one of my character. The other character is Fluid, which is that is on the musical side because I'm also a reggae artist, right? So all this will add up when I tell you about the plus, what the plus means. Wildlife plus. That means my life doesn't surround. It's that it don't really surround around wildlife alone. It's about also other stuff that you know make my life. Make George Wilson what he is. Yeah. So some people would say, multi-talented, stuff like that, but from a childhood state, I always like to get involved in a lot of activities like, career, whatever it is, I'm just like always anxious to see how does this work, I would like to do this. I like to fix this. I remember when I was a kid, I broke a lot of my bigger brother's stuff. Good stuff. Working things like his radio, is stuff like that. I will go in there want to find out why this radio talk. That person is talking. Where in this little unit, this little gadget, that person is. And when I open it up, find out that it is all wires, speaker, wondering how the speaker makes sound and all of that. So these are the things I was like eager, and a lot more stuff I was eager to find out. You know, I was an explorer, right? Adventurer, right? An explorer from birth. I just want to find out how this is made, how this is done, and want to do the same. I just want to fix things. I want to make things, right? So just giving you a little bit of who my character, what George Wilson is, and also Fluid on the musical side. I will get to that later on. All right. But um, this morning I want to welcome you to my crib. This is my little crib right here. Uh, you can see. All right. I want to show you another side of me. Right over there. I pull this right up and let you see what I'm talking right here. So right here, I'm doing a house plan right here because I do a little bit of planning. drawing, stuff like that. So as you can see right there, there's my light over there. I got another light right here. And at times when I'm not at work, I'm here doing house plans. I do drawing, I do a little bit of architect work. Not on a professional level because I don't have a license as an architect, but I can do the work just as good, right? So this is my little crib. That's my little bar over there, right? And come around. I spend most of my time right here in my living room because see what happened? That's YouTube. That's YouTube on my TV. I watch a lot of YouTube channels. So you guys in Jamaica, I watch a lot of your channel, a lot of channels, a lot of YouTube channels, especially back from back home. I'm a very patriotic person. I love my country. You know, I really, really love my country. And when I'm away from my country, I try to get connected to my country as much as I can. And this is one of the forum that I use. Yeah, I use the social media, because I really, really do love my country, especially going fishing, going out on the sea, doing my trawling and all those stuff, trawling, fishing, and all them things. So, all right, so cut long story short this morning because I don't want to load up my video too much because I have other sides of my video coming. For this video, I have a lot more coming. So, as I said this morning, I'm going to flip my camera. And okay, so as I said, that's my YouTube channel on my TV right there. So I'm coming all the way around here. All right, this I would like to let you know. That's a piece of copper tube, right, or a copper pipe. I think that's a 2 inch or inch and a half copper pipe. All right, and I'm going to show you what I use that copper pipe to make. But here, as I said, I'm going fishing this morning, and this is my 3 fishing rods that I'll be taking with me this morning. All right, and I specialize in ugly stick, as you can see right here. They're all ugly stick. This is a pretty old ugly stick, but it's one of my favorite. Sometimes when the other sticks, I don't know what is up with it, but when the other sticks are not catching fish, it always catching, right? So I don't know what's up with it or why the fish really like it, but and here again, before I get over there, I'm still on my rods. I'm gonna let you know that I'm also a lover of Finor reel. Finor fishing reel. That's one of the top of the line. See, Finor, right? This is a 60, and those two over there, those are 40s, right? And my special rig is the drop rig. I use double hooks most of the time because when the fish they take one of my bait, I still can have another chance out there before I reel in. If I lose 2 baits or if they took one, then the other one stand a chance of taking in a fish, bringing in a fish, right? Okay, right here, I got 2 nets. I'm gonna lean them up right here, right? I always travel with these 2 nets, right? I should have a third one, which is a cast net, because sometimes it is good to have a cast net to catch baits. And you can also catch fish from it, but most of the time here in Houston, what we do is we carry a cast net to catch bait, you know, like minnows, you know, finger mullets and all those. But my 2 nets I have here, this one is a dip net, and the handle it can be extended, just press that little button right here, squeeze this down and pull the handle out. So this one is a famous dip net that most people use when you're at the water edge, that you can actually dip your fish out when you bring it in. That one right there with that round circular iron that is inside, and that net with that long rope. That rope is very long, and that net This net is called a drop net. That net is a drop net, right? So that one is more like, especially for when you're fishing on the pier and you're above water at a certain feet and you can't reach a fish to retrieve that fish after catching it. You drop that net down in the water, hold the rope carefully, because if the rope drops from you, you lose a whole net, obviously. So you hang on to that net, the rope properly, the end of the rope, and you lower your net into the water. Lower it underneath the surface of the water, underneath the fish, while you have your fish floating on water surface, and then you just bring the net up over the fish and just bring that fish up. So I happen to be using these two nets on a regular basis. That's my dip net and my drop net, right? All right, so moving on from there. Actually, this morning I'm going fishing. So this is how I decided to start my thing. You understand? Right here. I guess you might ask me what these are. I'm gonna put them right here. I'm gonna set you right there. So these are two pieces of equipment that is very, very useful to me. Right? So I kind of have a little bit of dirt on it right there. I'm not gonna put this on my city. I'm a very tidy person, if you can see. Keep my place real up to date. Yeah. Alright, so but I built this. This is made from solid copper pipe, alright? And I designed it and everything like that. If you notice, I tell you that I'm a multi-talented person. This is all spray paint that I sprayed onto it to give it a nice color, and also to make the color bright, that I happen to leave these are actually my rod holders. I had more than that, but what happened is that I went fishing more than once, grab my rod from the rod holder and leave the rod holder same place there, drive away and leave it, and you're not gonna go back to the water edge and find it. Somebody's gonna take it. So I put these in brilliant colors so that I can see them before I drive off. I can say, oh yeah, my rod holder is right there, red and white, I'll shine, and up bright, popping out like that in your eyes. I can't leave these. It worked for me again. That is it. It worked. When I put in bright colors, it worked. I can take up my rod and leave a rod holder right there, forgetting it. Like what I did some times ago. And I know that this probably happened to some of you guys. It might not be. I might not be the only person this happened to, but I know somebody else might experience this. Where you leave your rod holder, take up your rod, drive away, and leave your rod holder. So these are my rod holders, and later on I'll show you. If it's not in this video, in the next one you'll see how I use my rod holders, right? So I put them in red and white. Alright, so this one is brand new. Actually, this piece of copper pipe right here was cut from here. It was cut from right there. You see that? It cut from right here. If I turn this slant, I don't want to mess up my... Alright, so if I hold it slant like that, hold it slant, you see, that's where it cut from, right there. And I bring it right down to a point, sharp point, so I can force it down into the earth easily. Yep. So that is it for my rod holder. And right here I got my tackle box. It's not fully equipped with everything, but I got most of what I need, for my trips. This part, if you notice, a lot of empty compartments right here. But up this part, I don't really use this part much. I don't use these things. I'm probably gonna dump them out pretty soon. These are some circle hooks. These are some rigs. These are snelled hooks, circle hooks. I don't really use this. I like to make my own rig, and I make my rig from monoline, you know, or monoline. Yeah, so this is one of my favorite fillet knife. You know, I don't do a lot of fillets and thing like that, but it come in real handy at times. This is another knife that, you know, I use. These are some cheap knives, it really, you know, but cheap knives, but they come in real handy. This you can clip onto your waist. You know, it's a real cool knife. This one is pretty sharp. It's pretty sharp, honestly. You wouldn't want to. You don't want to find out. You know. All right. So for the top compartment, it's not so much a lot of activities going on in the top part. You know, because you have a lot of empty compartment there. But lifting it up, this is where the action comes in. All right. So I'm gonna slide this around like this. Lean it up on the wall. And then this is braided lines. You know, I love to use braid lines on my reels. You know, they're all braids on those reels. That's braided lines, all of them. Right? This is braid, and this one is 25 pounds. You know, 25 pounds test. Yeah, 25-pound test. You know, I like to use the smaller lines because you get better cast from them. You know, you can, you know, but I don't, when you're catching some big fish, you know, and powerful fish, you can't go too small, you understand? So you have to know your fishing tactics. You have to know, you know, what you're catching, when you're catching, and how the water stay. You know, you don't want to cast a line out there and it bursts, you lose a big fish and all them stuff. Recently I make this. I didn't have to, but I tell you, I'm a very ingenious person, you know. I make this. This side is bottle stopper, and you are supposed to know what this is. I build this, and I don't even use it, you know, but I just have some little free time. I make this, and it works. I've seen other people make them like this, and it works. I never see them make it like a double, like, what you call it now, 2-in-1. I've never seen anybody make this 2-in-1 like this. This side is all screws that I use to, you know, for big fish. When you're scaling big fish with bigger scale, more difficult to scale, you use this side, right? This side is more for the small fish that have very small scales that easy to scale. The bottle stoppers, you know, it works wonders. I've seen somebody use it. I didn't have to do this, right? Because I have about 2 scalers, right? The regular scalers. But as I said, I make this when I have spare time. I just do this, and I've never seen nobody make 2-in-1 like this before. So if somebody did, well, it's good, you know, using up your ideas, using up your mind and things like that, the power of your mind, you know, to do stuff. And inside here now, these I got my off, because trust me, Houston have a lot of mosquitoes, especially down on the waterfront, right? Don't think the Nile them not up here. The Nile them they are like crazy. You understand? If you think Jamaica have mosquito, check out Houston, man, and other parts. Florida, don't even mention Florida. That's where the Nile, the West Nile mosquito them originate from. And them spread all the way up here. And I tell you, when mosquito decide to bite, you know, you have to cover up real good. And these are some of the offs that I use. The repellents, insect repellents, they work wonders. But just for a while, because I don't know, it seems like sometimes after you use it and them smell it, them just keep away, and then all of a sudden, them just say, you know what, I don't get immune to this, yeah, man. They just bite you sometimes. They just fly down sometimes. And your eye, them come out in your eye sometimes. So I use, these are weights that I use in my tackle box. And I got some more lines. As I tell you, my leaders are made from mono. I like to use like 20, 40 pounds and all that. All depends on the type of water, the type of fish I'm catching, you know. And in my truck, I also have my I have my pumps that I use when I'm using live baits, and these are my hooks. I'm using most of these now. These and these types. Let me show you something. These hooks. See the way these hooks are shaped, right? They say these hooks are made especially for croaker fish. Yeah, they make these one the way they're shaped. They make them specially for croaker, and I like croaker. Croaker is not a large species of fish. I mean, large in size. They are not large in size, but they eat very good. They are very good eating fish. You know, so basically that's what it is underneath here. I lift this off. I have other stuff underneath here. I got, you know, artificial baits and stuff like that under here. I hardly use artificial baits, you know. And if I lift this, there's another compartment again underneath this one. There's another compartment with some more lines and hooks and stuff like that, and some more baits. You know, I don't really work with those, that much. All right, so peeps, I will use peeps for now. But if you notice right through my video, you don't hear me say peeps, peeps, peeps. My friend, my people, my this, my that. I just get to the point. But because I'm gonna cut my video from now, so my cooler is at my friend's house, who I'm gonna go fishing with. That's my fishing buddy. Man, I tell you, it's a lady, but I taught her how to fish. First, she never know nothing about fishing, and I taught her how to fish, and she is one serious woman now. She's doing everything. You know, you'll meet up with Sharon later on, my fishing partner. Very very serious woman. In the rain, sun, um, anything, cold. She's out there, and trust me, she never know nothing about fishing, and I taught her how to hold a rod, how to make a cast, and stuff like that, and everything that she knows right now, she I taught her, and right now, to be honest with you, if I don't stand up strong on my foot, she behave like she want overpower me with the skill, fishing skill, But she learned a lot, and her head is very good at it, and she love what she's doing. So we're going fishing later on. So my people, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna cut until later. Love you all, respect, manners, and I want you to please. I'm just begging you. I know you. I can't force you to do this. Thumbs up, like. I can't force you to share. I can't force you to, to do all these stuff that I need, to uplift my channel, right? But I promise you, I have a lot of stuff coming your way that I know you're gonna like, right? So just bear with me. This is my first fishing video that I'm putting out. I have other videos that I did, in the past, but starting my channel, not starting my channel, I mean officially going out on the fishing part of my channel. This is the first part. And as I say, it's Jamaican in Houston Wildlife Plus TV. So reach out. We do a lot of stuff. Yeah, man. Trust me. From house building, I'm a builder by trade. I've been building houses in Jamaica for who know me. I know there, a lot of people have drawn their house plan, build their houses, and put them in their house. I hand them key to them. Yeah, man. I put them key in them hand and say, go turn your door. Yeah. And people out there can really say yes, that is true. you know so we don't play around, man. We know about building houses, doing all these things from birth. I've been building houses. The house that I born and grew in, I happened to, when my father was putting on an extra room on the house, I did some work on that. When my father was putting on an extra room on the house, I did some work, as a little youth going to school. Yep, a rough cast and render one whole section of that wall. I must say bless up to my cousin. You know, may your soul rest in peace, brother boy dear. But you don't know, yeah man. That man taught me a lot of stuff. Moral support me get from him. I must say he taught me. He bring me into this construction thing from a child. Going to school, from a young child going to school, and I never let go of it. And it is paying off right now. Until this day, it is paying off. So, anyway, too much of one thing, good for nothing. So, I'm going to say out until I catch you later on. All right, later on, you see me. I'm gonna like to give people short video. Some people I give some like a 10-minute, 15-minute video. When somebody I watch video, then like to come and watch video and enjoy it and say, boy, I come here like a movie them I watch. Yeah, I know that man. Sometimes when you just start watching the video, you know, that's when, yeah, and you start enjoying it, that is when it ends. Nobody now like that. Yeah. So, may I have more forgive you. So, catch me up later now. Link up with me, man. And remember, it's Jamaican in Houston, Wildlife Plus TV. All right? Bless up. George saying, out. Peace.